Welcome to round 4, where I played against German international master, and let's see how it went. So my opponent started playing with e4, c5 and knight c3. I did not expect this variation because he was usually playing Najdorf, but he changed and prepared for knight c3, which was quite a surprise for me. I played d6 and f4. Pretty surprising line here, not something to be confused, but unfortunately I got easily confused here, plus I was a bit tired today, so I could not continue playing well, and I played a6, which is normal here, not a big mistake. Knight on f3 and knight c6. Just I didn't want to let my opponent play d4 and queen takes d4, but it still happened. d4, c takes d4, knight d4, and g6. Instead of g6, maybe it would be much better to play knight on f6 here, and then let my opponent to take on c6 and then play e5. But this is really confusing line, as if you are not prepared, it seems like white is already getting advantage. So I got scared of that and I played g6, which kind of transferred into similar variation. Take and queen d4. And actually knight on f6 was good move here. That's the only way to protect this rook on h8. And e5 is only way to start counter-attack here. But as I said before, I was quite stressed in this moment, that I really didn't know how should I have continued properly here. I was thinking a lot and I played c5. Well, I was calculating this line, take and take here, and I was not sure which would be much better. I was thinking knight g4, where my opponent after the game said that after probably bishop on f4 it's much better for white, and my knight gets stuck here, and I really did not see moves like knight d7 and after a6. I did not like this position. I mean, if you analyze this game before the tournament and if you prepare for that, it might be like easy to play, but for me, when I was super surprised, I could not really continue doing it well. So here I played c5, which is like second best move here, but it gives white bigger advantage than after taking pawn on e5. c5 and queen d1. He could have played queen e3 here or queen on a4 and would get advantage here, but he played queen d1. Unfortunately here I did not see knight d7, which would really be better here. If he would take, I would just simply take and then probably bishop e7, castle, or bishop e7. I still feel like white would have a slightly better position here, but not as best position than what I gave to him. Knight on h5 and bishop e2. Well, I think bishop c4 would be also a nice move to attack pawn on f7. Bishop e2 and bishop b7. Again, knight g7 would be much better just to protect my knight from h-file. But I played here bishop b7 and I gave him bishop on f3. Now white has already big advantage because first of all, they have developed their pieces, they can castle easily, and my king is in the center. I have not developed my pieces. My knight is stuck on h5, so I have really bad position. Queen b6 and I blunder knight d5. As I said, I could not really concentrate today on this game as well as last games, but it happens. I had to take with bishop, take and rook castle. Well, I expected that here I would get some counterplay, but he played queen b3, which is a strong move. If I take with queen on b3, and if he would take here, my a6 pawn would be hanging. So that's why I played here king c7. I still thought that I had some chances to survive, but after castle, I just can't do anything properly. I played a e6 to protect my pawn on f7, and he played c4, and I played knight g7. I was like, okay, maybe I can survive. I play knight g7, I can play knight on f5, maybe knight d4, bishop e7, but I was dreaming so much here because I forgot that he had bishop d2, strong move. The idea of this move is to play bishop on a5, and if I take with queen here, it would be checkmate on b7. And I can't even play d5, unfortunately, because I'm losing pawn, and I can't do anything else, just either rook b8 or rook d7. I played rook d7, and again, I forgot moves like queen on a4, which is threatening bishop on a5, and now it's threatening, after bishop c6, it's threatening rook d7. So if I play rook on e7, he can just simply play bishop on a5 and then probably take, and it's just simply lost. So I played king d8, he took d7, I took with queen and queen on a6, and here I resigned because I have no chance to continue here. I'm losing exchange, I'm losing pawn, and there will be checkmate somewhere, or just simply lost. So I didn't want to continue play any longer, as it was more than 3 hours game. I'm a bit sad after this result, because I feel like if I had played better in the opening, I would not lose at least that way. But well, you can't predict anything in chess, and you can't predict the way you play, because he was still a strong opponent, he was prepared, and I was having a disadvantage in the opening. But it happens, I'm learning from my mistakes, and I'm looking forward for next games. And if you liked this recap, make sure to give thumbs up and subscribe my YouTube channel.